downstairs and here in their carrier. I got them some hay and I brought them a toy so that they're okay. They get a little stressed in the car, I've noticed, but hello guys. Today I am going to be talking about Apollo and Aries' vet appointment. It went very well. So this was their first vet appointment for a checkup to make sure everything was healthy for them. They gave me this handout, so it's front and back. This one is for adult rabbits. So the vet said to look at Oxbow online and they will have a handout for baby rabbits. So I'll link that in the description as well so that you guys can see for yourself if you have any questions on baby rabbits. And then in total, it costed $158.74 for me. So this was for both of their checkups and then also an examination of their fecal matter to make sure that everything was good with their intestines and they didn't have worms or anything. So altogether, they were very healthy. Aries does have a little bump on his back, which the vet said is most likely due from a previous injury or just a cyst under his skin. And he said that it's not a reason to worry. And so he said that it most likely is because they're trying to like figure out their dominance with each other. And so that's what the injury is from. And I have seen Apollo jump on top of Aries before, just while like moving or like jumping back into his hidey house and stuff like that. So most likely it is from that. And he also mentioned their whiskers. So I don't know if you guys have seen in pictures and stuff, but their whiskers are a little bit shorter, and that is because they chew each other's whiskers. And so that happened before I got them too. I don't know if they are still doing it. It doesn't seem like they are, but that is what that is from. And I'll show you guys. So here's Aries. So as you can see, his whiskers are a little bit shorter and they're about the same length between the two. So I do think that Apollo is the more dominant one out of the two because he's more assertive and he does come up to us a lot more often than Aries does. And Aries seems to be a little bit more timid around people. But at the vet, he said their fecal matter looks good, that their health looks good, so they have no ear mites or ear problems. They seem to be about a good weight, which Apollo weighs 1.1 pound and Aries weighs 1 pound. So based on research, I have found that a Rex rabbit is supposed to be about 10 pounds when fully grown. So they'll probably get about 4 times the size they are now. And I have seen two Rex rabbits in person before, and they were about 4 times the size that Apollo and Aries are right now. All the rabbits have different sizes and stuff, so depending on the rabbit that you have, their size is going to be a little bit different. Some are smaller, some are bigger. So Apollo and Aries are regular Rexes, they're not mini Rexes, so they are going to be bigger than what a mini Rex would be. They're eating fine, which is very good. The vet did say, because I have them on Timothy hay right now, that I could put them on alfalfa hay or even mix the two together, because baby rabbits, so before the age of 6 months, can have alfalfa because it allows them to have the calcium and the nutrients that they wouldn't otherwise get from Timothy hay. So after 6 months, he said you don't want to give an adult rabbit any alfalfa hay because alfalfa hay can cause them to have intestinal problems, cause their poop to be a little bit sludgier, which is not good. It can also cause them to have health issues in the long run, which you don't want. It also is too much calcium, he said, so you don't want that either. And then the other thing that he had mentioned, which I had a question about, was when they can start having veggies. And so he said that after 2 weeks of being on Timothy hay, that I knew for sure, or at least some type of hay, that they could start to have veggies. And when I do give them veggies, he sent out a PDF, which I will also attach down in the description. He said that when I do start giving them veggies, I need to give them one type of veggie and a small piece and then wait 24 hours to see how they react to it. And because they could be allergic, they could not. And if that one doesn't work out well, wait a little bit and then try a different one. It's the same thing with fruit, he said. Try one a little bit and then see how they react. And also to keep one type of veggie that you know for sure that they really like as a treat, because then if they don't take it, then you know something might be wrong with them and they might not be feeling the greatest. And then the final thing was when they can get neutered. So they're 2 months and 8 days old right now. And he said that typically he likes to do it around 6-7 months old, which is right before they're supposed to hit puberty at 8 months. So at 8 months, he said they will start to fight a little bit, and that I don't need to worry about that and don't need to separate them, because it is just them trying to figure out who's the dominant one in the relationship. And so he said we do want to neuter them before, though, because that will take away some of their aggression towards each other and towards me and the other family members in the household. So definitely going to get them neutered because it is healthier for them as far as cancers and stuff, especially females. If you have a female rabbit, you definitely want to get them spayed because it is supposed to prevent cancer, which happens in most female rabbits. But for the 2 of them, I plan on calling the vet again around 6.5 months and scheduling an appointment for them to get neutered. And then their next vet appointment for their yearly checkup is next year, so November 30th, 2021. So that's all figured out. And then other than that, they seem healthy, and I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on them to make sure there's no issues. They seem very happy and relaxed, and that's all that matters, as long as they're happy and healthy. He also said that for their cage, there are different beddings that I can use. So right now I did have fleece down, but I decided to switch it out with a puppy pee mat that's washable. And so that's a lot easier to just clean out their whole thing. Is just take out the thing, wash it, and then put it back in after it's being washed. But he said I could also buy bigger bales of hay from a local farmer and put that down too, because they can eat that while also going to the bathroom. But the only problem with that is I do want to keep them litter trained, so I don't want them to be using the bathroom all over their crate, which they will do if there's hay all over the place, because bunnies tend to use the bathroom at the same time that they are eating hay. After I am able to start giving them greens, I am going to start taking them outside so that they can get grass and maybe some of those dandelions that are growing. It's also a little chilly now during this time because it is winter, so I don't want them to get too cold. But I also got the harnesses, which I will eventually do a review on once they start using them. And that's what I'm going to be using to take them outside, so that they're still on a harness and a leash and that they're safe. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye.